Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. My name is Karsten. We're starting a new chapter. You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you? Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just going to leave a message with the priest. Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here? Going to be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now. Gotcha. I'll wait here till you arrive. I think Reese and the kids would get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you. Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although speaking of Reese, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up. I've got it all planned out. Been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think. Yeah? Guess she's not really a kid anymore now that she's 13, but still. Actually, that's about how old you were when we first met, huh? Right? Now that you mentioned it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course. Got it. See you later. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? I guess that makes 9 since I met Rufina. Hope Reese isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin! What is it, Father? Has something bad happened? Well, I've just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in all black at the edge of town. What's worse is they were supposedly heading for the mountain path. You don't think they were? Astor House might be their target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on? I wish I did. Doubt it's anything to do with the Gronsford, at least. I think I should go and check it out just in case. Please do. Oh, do you know when Rufina's going to be arriving, by the way? This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what happened? Damn it. Acres? Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. But what could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? The longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. Gonna have to try and handle this alone. I'd put my combat skills to good use. The Guardian's Trials. Celeste? Wasn't that the name we saw in those data crystals? That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the RL. She was also the founder of Lippel's current royal family. I'm glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone. It really did. So then you're really the founder of Lippel's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celestia, so think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy her personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. That's correct. Well, if I were to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first. You could do that? This should be interesting. As you're aware, the land on which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousands of years ago by the Aurelia. Purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Aurelia in order to incorporate and process the will of the Liberarch's populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon? You lost me. Yeah, isn't there a simpler way to explain this? Well, not technically correct. Perhaps you can think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Aurelia in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? Can't help but think it far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadowgraph or kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept easy for you to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems that much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Aurelia rather than being the Aurelia itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Aurelia? That was also in the data crystals left behind. Exactly. At first, we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Aurelia had absolute control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it within a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss. You discovered your foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite a frustrating predicament. Indeed. And yet our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube. Is that what this is known as, then? Yes. That's the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Aurelia as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Aurelia's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed. He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts, too. Sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything. Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Aurelia was sealed away, my work was done, and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Aurelia were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however. Luck played a huge part for us too, though. I'm not even sure where the Aurelia is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened on the Liberarch. I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Aurealia's disappearance from here within Phantasma, too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over, and that all that was left for me in this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. So that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, I see. The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, sealing all of my power before I was even aware what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lord of Phantasma's creations. Looks like your theory was correct, Renee. Still, that makes it sound like... Yeah. So you don't know who that masked bastard is either, then? I'm afraid not. Every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they're trying to achieve by bringing all of you here and then testing you. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all. I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. There's a 7th? What makes you think that? That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of place that plane is, I don't know. I can sense dark and human thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma. That doesn't sound good. And we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we? Yeah. We just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, time to fight them head on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting. As was I. It seemed the enemy finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve. Actually, I just might. Kevin? You're up. Good to see you again, Father. You too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you, for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you weren't. It's something I want to ask you. But I suppose that can wait until later. Yeah, for sure. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Bright as rain. Feeling just great. All that sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold, too. Yeah. Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far. True. I was able to tell what was happening at the Liver Arc from the garden. Out of all the people here, you are the one closest to the truth of what's happening here. Am I wrong? What? No, I don't think you are. Can't pretend to be much of an expert on what Phantasma itself is, but I got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all this. I only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all we've been through. Wait, is it someone you know? You could say that, yeah. The short version is they're a real piece of work. Cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. This sounds like a real awful guy. And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about? Well, about that. Would you be willing to wait just a little bit longer for the answer to that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. And I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane. And here I thought we were finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is? Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we come so far. I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. Swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Well, I don't see any reason to say no. Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons. Not often you ask us for favors, so I can let it slide. No problem here. If he says wait, I'll wait. Feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then. Yep, consider this one settled. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take the lead again. I'd appreciate it if you back me up. No problem. Seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all that I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the monuments as I always have. Now that you mention it, I haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we? Thanks, Celeste. Couldn't have done this without you. We truly are in your debt. Please, think nothing of it. I'm but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be a part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can. Will do. Sorry for worrying you too, Reese. But I'm just fine now. Please, just leave everything to me, I'm begging you. Only if you promise me one thing. What is it? I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that would make Rufina sad. Really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you? So, will you promise? Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name I won't. Okay. Who do we want to take?
Okay.
I'll take her. I'll take Tita for the AoE. Who else should I take? Incredible arts limited by lines. Not limited by lines. Well, judging by the size here, it looks like this is our full party here. 16 characters, wow. Might be good to have a strong attacker, let's see. We can try agate. The breeze is also pretty useful. And it's currently equipped. I think I'll go with this party for right now. Now we do need to go into equipment. Take that off. Also orbments. Because you have these particularly powerful ones. You need to upgrade at least a few of your slots. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do with that. Let's see. What are we short on here? Let's get that in there. I'm gonna take that off of there. Take that off of there too. Yeah, you have really strong... I should have checked you before I started making those. Need okay, let's see. Take that off of you. Taking off unique and useful ones so that I have them available for my main party. I need information because I have that as a of Heaven's Eye. Yeah, which has Eagle Eye and information there. Okay. Does Shield 4 exist? You have Shield 4. I'm gonna swap that out and give you Shield 4. Gets you some better arts there. And give you attack 4 to get your attack up some. Get you a water gem, get you some more HP. Same with you. I can actually give you the emerald gem there. And the sapphire gem. Okay, I think that's good enough for that. Now, let's not forget to give him equipment. I'm gonna give him the auto CP up one. I'm tempted to give him both of those. Just because his X-Craft is so useful. Let's swap this out for this. Let me give you that. Let's give you that. Actually, for this, let's change this out for this one. Might want to fit this in here. Well, I think it's a 319 to 455. We'll leave it as is for now. Let's get you your bow upgrade. Anyone else have any? Probably not. How about armor? We are using that, and There, okay. Actually, in here, I can't make that. Interesting, it gets more speed but less movement. Let's restore. Let's refresh our CP while we're thinking of it here. And wow, look at the time. All right, we will continue on to the next area next time. I hope you have been enjoying. As always, likes and comments are very much appreciated. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.